Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Za Takashi Sho. I'm your host, Wally, for this one. And of course, you got your man, Jay, head lead of the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about some Spider-Man 4 rumors. We got some news on the new Spider-Man 4. There's been a lot of rumors out there talking about what's going to be the upcoming Spider-Man 4 movie as far as what will be in development. But real quick, let's throw in a little article to speak about the new movie and let's see what they're talking about. So real quick, let's do it. Tom Holland's on Spider-Man 4. It's really lit a fire in me. Okay. So Zendaya and I sat down and read it together. Holland said of the film script, we at times were bouncing around the living room. Okay, interesting. So, Tom Holland's give a light teaser about Spider-Man 4 this week, revealing that he and his co-star and girlfriend, Zendaya, reviewed a draft of the film script. We have a creative and a pitch and a draft, which is excellent. Holland's told the Rich Roll podcast on Thursday. It needs work, but the writers are doing a great job. And I read it 3 weeks ago. It really lit a fire in me. Hollins was mum on specific details about the project, but emphasized they are still a way to go from full-on production. Zendaya and I sat down and read it together, and we at times were bouncing around the living room like, this is a real movie worthy of the fans' respect, he added, which is very interesting because if that's the case, then it better be good.
Yeah.
But there is a few things we need to figure out before we can get that really going. But it's exciting, and I'm really excited about it. Sorry about that. The next installment of the Spider-Man franchise remains one of the most anticipated films in the MCU. Still, as Hollins mentioned, even though films remain a small cog in a large machine, and that machine has to keep running, which he says is a challenge. The upcoming Spider-Man movie will follow No Way Home, which ran with the MCU's ongoing multiverse storyline to bring back Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man's version, as well as memorable villains like Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin and Alfred Molina. Molina, Dr. Octopus. Whatever the next movie is, it'll likely build on Holland's Peter Parker's life as Doctor Strange casts a spell that made all of Parker's loved ones forget who he is. So, just taking in perspective on that alone. So, there's a lot of few things that are being thrown out there. So one of the biggest rumors that is being thrown out there about the next new Spider-Man movie is we will be hitting on the comic book of, if I'm not mistaken, it's the Black King.
Yeah. King in Black or something like that.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, King in Black, which is basically wrapped around the king of all the symbiotes, Null himself. Now, most of you will sit here and say, well, how the heck is that going to happen? Well, I guess that's what's the interesting part of it is, right? That they still have to work on details because, as we all know, it's not announced when this is dropping. All we know is it's in work. But a lot of people are throwing out there that Spider-Man 4 will definitely be about the King Null and the battle against him, which I find that to be very interesting because you just left one major ordeal with the multiverse battle, and now you want to enter in another huge threat straight after, especially now that you lost your Aunt May. You pretty much lost all your loved ones because you had to cast a spell. And it's like, damn, you're just going straight right in there, going to these higher threats all over again. It's like, okay, crazy. But, pick and choose. Now, I would think based upon how certain things happen as far as other MCU movies happening towards the mix, because most people were also saying that he might be facing the Crow, which as one of them. Anyway.
Whoa, facing the what?
You know what I'm talking about. Not the Crow, but Falcon. I think it is the guy that has the suit, the bird suit. I forgot.
Oh, Vulture.
Oh, okay. My bad.
You said the Crow. I was like, who's the?
You know.
Yeah, because I'm like, wait, I'm about to say, bro. I'm like, bro, that's a whole different universe.
That's my bad.
And that's not even a fight. You even know that.
You're right, but
Bro can't die, but like, bro,
thanks to that whole mess up of the crash of the universes, Vulture. We also saw Morbius and everybody else was like literally jumping magically everywhere. So I mean, I saw somewhere that it could be Vulture. There's a lot of things that they can take from this, but my thing is looking at it where it is. You would think this is sort of like a reset, and Peter's just grown into the curveball of going through school. He's being alone. He's in an apartment. He's probably going to be working for, James Jameson, right? Being a photographer and all that. I think that would be the nice start to it all. But, then they show other reasons otherwise. So
right.
It's very, up in the air as far as where they're going to take the direction. But because it's not, solidary in lock of when this is going to drop, it's very interesting. But one thing I want to speak on is this, and I'll pass it on to Jay, because since Spider-Man is pretty much hitting that hitting the target on Noel, right? I could see the only way I see this happening is they more likely do this after Secret Wars. Because I would believe after Secret Wars will be quote unquote the restart button on the whole Marvel universe. And as we already know, with Deadpool and other projects, they're all being done and crashed over. Why? Because they're somehow folding into the MCU. So if that's the case, I do believe Secret will be like the restart button. And then magically, this is where we jump into this ultimate threat, which is Noel in the mix. Because it only makes sense at this point.
Yeah, for me, thanks, Wally. I appreciate what you said. I think, at least for me, it needs to be proper build up to everything. And I'm sorry, guys, I got my eyes closed and in my head I'm like literally thinking about, because there's like so much shit going on when they're trying to do this stuff, and I just don't want a clusterfuck to happen on Tom Holland stuff. You know why he's Spider-Man? At least give him a proper egg. I mean, because like I said, give him a proper college trilogy or something if he's gonna be in college or whatever he's gonna do, or street level journey that he's gonna do. Because me and the guys did a whole video on my channel a while ago about what we would like to see afterwards from Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I would like to see him go to college, at least do the first 2 years, and then after that, you can really get the Spider-Man animated series stuff and follow his story there, and get a proper portrayal of the Black Suit comic art. But bringing Noel and Venom over and doing all this other stuff, it just seems so goddamn. For his fourth movie, like, dude, he just got off that shit, and it just seems like, I don't know, something like they're rushing to get to that and not like letting proper build up happen. Because we're not getting 4, I think, until after Avengers Doomsday, which is, God, what is that, 2026? So yeah. And I just don't want Tom Holland Spider-Man to eat dirt, him or anything else. And I'm really getting sick of Sony and their shit. Personally, I really am. I wish they would just turn on the rights to Marvel, and then Marvel can get this shit right on board. Because Sony can't make a Spider-Man movie to save their goddamn lives. And yes, the Spider-Verse movies are good, but the difference is that's one person they've got headlining that, and a lot of animators keeping it good. That's not Sony. That's the people who put the product out who are good. So fuck Sony in that regards. The people they have on board of that staff is what's making that. It's what's selling that, not Sony. But that's my thought process right there so far.
Yeah, so give me a minute because I did some looking around and I'm getting some opinions. to what they may go with as far as the next movie, other than just hitting on, you know, Null at this point, which may be which may be interesting, depending on how they set this up, depending on what they do. But let me see. I'm just want to pick like great pictures of each. But so far, so look what I looked up as. So what they're saying the next villain could be also as opinions of rumors, right? One of them can be Scorpion, which could be a decent option. The other one is Prowler. The other one is Magia. That's Maggia. Mr. Negative, Kingpin, and Spencer Smith. And these are all ground level villains. So it would make more sense, you know, if he faced a ground level villain at this point, just to shift it back to normal versus just constantly keep going through these high octane moments. But, you know, with the words that, you know, Tom Holland was speaking, it may not be some everyday ground level villain. So, hey, it may not be that. But one of the other things that I do want to throw in here just before we end the video, because here's another key factor, right? And this is another thing I wanted to throw out here, because I know, like, right now, like, there's been big talks about how they want to manage the whole comic book series, because a lot of people have been throwing out, you know, if it's a fatigue of hero fatigue out there, or neither, if it's just the bad writing, and everything in the midst. My thing is, this is like, I think at this point, with the success of TV, like the Marvel and the TV series and everything else, I think there should be more of a switch where they delegate those into the TV series. Because at least in the TV series, you let the thing breathe and really sit before you constantly keep going to the next thing. Whereas movies, you're just doing a nice hit shot, and it's like you're just boom, you just constantly touch. It's like every single shot you just pop off. So it's like, you know, you gotta let certain things breathe. I mean, granted, I don't think they're gonna really do a Spider-Man TV show, like at least like
they kept
sort of live action.
freshman year.
Yeah, well, at least that's an animation, but I'm talking about just like live action wise as a TV show. But yeah, because I doubt they'll do it, and if they did, it's like, I mean, if they did, it would help, because if they're gonna do a big jump like Null, I mean, it would help, because at this point it's like, okay, just bypassing all of that, it's just crazy.
I was gonna say something. I'm on speaker. It feels like. Oh, I'm going against Go Cheetah, y'all. But listen, guys, they've already canceled Armor Wars with Rhodey and shit, so Rhodey's not getting his own thing.
They canceled Armor Wars too?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I did not hear nothing about that. Oh,
watching so many videos and so many reports that it's done. Okay. Look that up.
Armor Wars. Okay, great.
Hey guys, please correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm pretty sure they've canceled that. Like,
let me see.
So Don Cheadle just got because guess what? If that's the case, Don Cheadle got shafted so bad. And remember, because I haven't been feeling the shows as much since Falcon Winter Soldier, and that's about it. And Moon Knight, that's pretty much it, though.
Okay, yep, you're right. It is canceled. I mean, that's what someone's putting out there.
Yep.
Let me see. Because let me see. It's said to believe that it is canceled. Let me see. Okay. What's going on? Armor Wars. This. Here. Armor Wars. Comic.
Oh,
This is crazy.
that's nice.
Yep, that is crazy. So okay, so
it's canceled.
I heard of this, right? So funny enough, because I did heard about a post about this, because Don Chill did said he made a joke saying, "What is Armor Wars?" So yeah, that pretty much significates that Armor Wars is dead.
Yep.
Which is insane.
Yep.
But I mean, I'm not surprised because at this point, all it shows is Marvel knows that it's screwing up, so it's like, okay, to save us from this meltdown of screw ups, we just got to scrap mostly everything else just to give us time to do other things, to fix other parts. So it's like right now, shoot, if that's the case, that means Blade might be scrapped too. Because boy, if you scrap Armor Wars,
oh, it's done. Hey, dude, remember Deadpool, right? Where he said there's only one Blade, and there's ever going to be one Blade.
I mean,
you might be right about that. Let me keep it real. And to keep it real, listen, it's not Mahershala Ali's fault. I'm not Jeff.
Of course it's not. How the hell
he's making a stab at Marvel when he says that. Oh, well, you want to share the screen with that Armor Wars?
Oh no. You don't got to do that. But it was just that's just bonkers how that is already canceled. Like even if they would have just pushed it back and be like, okay, we're gonna reset and push it back, or like instead of a movie, they made it a TV show or whatever, however it was supposed to be. But it's just crazy. So now they're just scrapping things left and right. That's crazy. I mean, granted, I don't know. I don't know. I guess you can't really call it Armor Wars if you're just gonna, I'm not gonna even bother to finish that. It's just, it's just insane. I mean, that pretty much is all I can say right there. That's pretty much all I can say right there. Look, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for you. That's all we have for you. There's a little bit of a rough patch. You know what I'm saying? We just kicking in here and just trying to throw things in because there's a lot of things that's been going on and shaking. We already know like the DC's coming into because DC right now, as you already know, I think most of the newer DC projects are coming in late December, like December up until the new year. So a lot of that's starting to roll out amongst the James Gunn era of DC. So, hey, look, a lot of things.
He does.
Yeah. I mean, right now,
so far, legacy tanks or is as of any kind, trust me, then they ride the wrong person.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't think so. They'll lose this one because right now, so far as what the casting looks like, Superman looks like Superman. I mean, the dude looks like Superman, clean off the hinges. The way he's playing Superman, it looks like he's gonna definitely play into that. Oh, I'm an alien, but I'm playing as a human, and it's like I'm trying to double balance both lifestyles. So they're looking pretty good. The Green Lantern getting the John Stewart. Now that's a whole nother mess because there's a lot.
I don't think it's a mess. I just think it's a bunch of unnecessary controversy behind it.
Well, yeah, of course. But
to follow up on your Superman thing, to everybody out here, I know Superman had a lot of TV shows actually, and Christopher Reeves was one of the Supermans. He gave us the Diner Superman. That's what he is. We also had I'll go in order because I don't know the actor, but to anybody who remembers Lois and Clark, if you were a kid at the time, I was a kid because they actually showed it when I was younger. Lois and Clark is the fucking soap opera, which is it's Superman and Lois. And to everybody's surprise, I've been recently watching that whole old series 2 weeks ago. I just started, and I can tell you right now, the actor they got to play Clark, Superman, things like that, I actually like his Superman. And it's and they touch up on a lot of things of his story of I'm not from here, I'm special, I'm alone, this is me, how I have to help people, I say people with my powers, I'm a good representation. I ain't gonna lie, man, the Lois and Clark shit actually hits for me. As dramatic and cheesy as writing as it is, it actually fucking hits for me. It's really good. And also we hit now, and that was in 1996 or 1998, I believe. Make sure I get the dates right. And after that, then we had Smallville, which was a 10-year origin story, one of my favorite series.
And hit it with that intro.
And I love it, and I do love it more than a soap opera. Let's keep that shit a buck. And they did that shit good. The only problem is with the last episode, he didn't have a suit on, or at least they wouldn't show it. Have a suit. They zoomed out of the way, and I did that. That was a bitch move, a dick move. But overall, like, there's a lot of promise with this legacy, so it just got to deliver. It's that simple. Because I'm a Superman fanboy, I always have been. And the thing is, I just want you to portray it thoroughly. Am I saying Henry Cavill good job? But he had Zack Snyder going over the goddamn place. But with that being said, y'all, I hope Spider-Man 4, whenever we get to it, like I said, we got a whiles away. We got to after 2026 to see what happens after this. So this is miles away. Let's not harp on it, and when whatever comes out. Like I said, we'll give information to it. Then we'll further add our opinions and updates to it. But until then, guys, just pray for the most. Pray for Tom Holland and that his like his little whatever some trilogy he gets with this isn't screwed over. Because I personally don't want to screw him over. I mean, want him screwed over. He's one of my favorite Spider-Men. It's Toby, him, Toby, him, and then Andrew for me. But that's about it. Other than that, those are my thoughts. Like I said, we just want to see good comic shit, y'all. We don't want DC and Marvel just be tanking. We want them both to succeed. So Wally will tell you here, he don't say it enough. I'll say it for him. We want both DC and Marvel to succeed. We want good movies, man. We want to see good stuff.
Who said I don't want to see them do good movies? My only difference is Marvel. I don't say nothing much about Marvel because Marvel, at this point, for movies, Marvel's got that somewhat on lock. DC is the one that got to get their shit together because it's like the only thing they got on lock is like their solo films when it comes to Batman and shit.
And guess what? And that's getting overplayed.
I mean, it's getting overplayed because at this point, it's like, how much Batmans do you got to keep doing before you actually extend it to actually being a story?
True.
So, like, every single time you show a little glimpse of the future, it's like, oh, no, we could have closed this. We're moving on to the next. I ain't going to say nothing else.
Don't say anything, dude.
Y'all about to say
Silla's on some bullshit. God damn it. All right, guys, that's the end of our video today. You guys have a good night. Have any comments, please post it below. And also, please, guys, actually come in with some respect. That's all I'm saying. Like, don't go too crazy, but give us your opinion. So other than that, have a good night, y'all.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, look, remember the Za Takashi Sho. Hit that like, hit the dislike. Throw in a comment, and if you enjoyed somewhat of what we said today, please be willing to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications to stay tuned to videos that are coming onto the channel. And we'll see you guys next time, man. Thank you very much. See you guys next time. Peace.